Hey, this is Dave of Dave Trains with layout update number 11. So if you remember my last video, I was having trouble with the little, I guess what you call a 90-degree intersection where my Arnold's would not go over it, some of my rolling stock wouldn't go over it. It about drove me crazy. I got a lot of great ideas from people. One of them is to do away with it and just have a bridge where the interchange track would go underneath the main line. And I really liked that idea, and I really studied it really hard, and I just could not make that work because I was going to have to raise up the rest of my layout main line all over to do that, and I didn't want to go to the expense and trouble for that. The problem is, one of the problems is when it comes off that curve, it goes right into my little overflow yard for my industries that I'm have on the line, and it was just going to be too sharp a curve to move down into the yard, so I decided I just couldn't do it. It is a great idea. Some others suggested just taking a small file, go to Harbor Freight, which I'm still going to do. That's another good idea, and filing the grooves down a little bit. I did notice that on one side of the grooves is slightly deeper than the other, so it may just be a manufacturing issue. I don't know. But what I did is to find out what was wrong, is I took the intersection off and just attached two straight pieces, and everything went by good. The only trouble I had was one wood chip carved Arnold. And someone had mentioned in the comments that their flanges were a little bit bigger, so that's why I still may cut those grooves out a little bit bigger. But what I found out is this intersection cannot, when it's attached to the other pieces of track, it cannot be slightly off one little bit. So what I've done is I have kind of cleaned up the area a little bit. I've got my first scene started, which I'll show you here in a minute, and I'm continually doing tests. I've done tons of testing, gone through operations, some small operations to make sure everything ran good. So I'm very pleased with this, with the yard portion and the entrance to the yard portion that I've got done. So let me show you what I got planned real quick, and we'll go from there. So hang on. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't know if you can really see it, but you can't see it now because the train's going over it. But it's the first time it's done that. So if you go in, I don't know if you can tell it or not, but this flange right here is a little bit deeper than this one. So this is the one. It looks like this area is just made a little bit. I need a pointer. I'm sorry to be rambling, but if you look, this little flange right here is a lot more recessed than this flange, and I think you can see that. And I guess it's just the way that this track is made. I'm not sure if it's a defect or not. So probably cutting this down just a smidge will solve a lot of problems. You can see how, right here, the angle, how good it is. Now I don't know if that's because they think there'll be a little slop. Right, this will take care of any slop. But when my cars were getting knocked off, it was, I believe it was on this side, but I'm not 100% sure. So I still may cut that down. Probably will cut that down a little bit more. So, finish up the update. This is the, let me back out here. This is just going to be the area where they load wood chip, not wood chip cars, but pulpwood cars. And it's basically kind of a big scene for a small amount of the layout, but I thought it'd be nice to walk in and see this. It's something you can observe when you come in. But basically you're going to have empty pulpwood cars here, and you're just going to have a work area where they're loading them. It won't be probably, what's the word, have the modeler's license on this end. But there'll be a wooded area. I'll have a small drain right here. I have a little culvert I'm going to put in, a little drain. And then the road will go, and I'll kind of block it from this side and that side, that no matter which area, if you're looking from the layout, you cannot see where the hidden road is. So hopefully I'll get started on that tomorrow. Monday's always a good day for me to work on the layout, but that's the plan. So this will be the first scene I work on, and then I'll travel on down and finish the yard before I go on over. The other thing I did, if you remember, if you've seen in the videos, I had this kind of an awkward little raised up area because where I'm going to put my bridges, the foam's a little bit deeper. So I've been working on that, just seeing how the bridge looks. This water area will be a little bit bigger than this. This will be more of a, I guess you might say, a modern bridge. This one will be, I'm thinking about putting a trestle in over here, maybe one part of a bridge like this and then a long trestle. There's a railroad bridge that's still used, and I cannot think for the life of me the name of the river in Tennessee, but it's still being used and you can see it, but it's a very unique looking bridge, so I'm hoping to kind of replicate that a little bit. I haven't worked on my plans for my paper mill. My paper mill is going to be, strangely enough, kind of somewhat based on the paper mill in Canton, North Carolina, which if you've seen the news, they're closing that mill. That's a very old company, and unfortunately a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. So, but that's the plan. But got a lot of work to do, and I'm the kind of guy who starts on one end and works his way all the way around. So let me turn this off and we'll come back to the other side here. Hang on. Well, there you have it, update number 11. Hopefully I can get to work on the layout some more. I'm looking forward to getting my little scene done over there. I think I've got everything I need. I got a lot of Bob's trees I can put in over here, so it'll be a good spot to get started on that. So looking forward to doing it. So as always, I appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and give it a thumbs up if you did. And if you want to follow me along on my little N-scale journey, building my new layout, hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I put out a new video. Anyway, as always, I appreciate you watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.